All right, y'all. You know, this sister right here, man. This is from a content creator named Tara Chantel, and man, this sister is the gift that keeps on giving. I thought Charleston White was the gift that keeps on giving, but apparently this sister is very similar as far as giving us content that we can break down, man. But if you want to go to her page, check her out, man. Subscribe to her, Tara Chantel, right? And her motto is, man, you know, uh, heterosexual relationships, committed relationships are a no go. Right? That's my understanding of her position, right? So therefore, we're gonna get into some of what she said. Now, I agree with her on some things, and some things I don't. But she illustrates a lot of things very well, and so I want to talk about some of the things she's gonna say. So we're gonna react to her video exposing the conspiracy of boyfriends and girlfriends. So anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it.
You hear the little sound? That's just the AC keeping us cool up in here, okay? Because we in Atlanta, Hotlanta. But let me read you this comment. What someone left under a video about being a girlfriend is a scam, okay? I'm going to keep saying it until I'm blue in the face. Being a girlfriend is a scam until the ladies catch on, okay? But
Okay, now I will take that premise. I would accept that premise if you're giving me an alternative. If you're giving me an alternative to walking into a committed relationship, into a commitment. If you give me an alternative, but if you don't have an alternative, and I think her alternative is, uh, just not doing anything, right? Not being committed to anyone, right? And we're not exactly made, excuse me, we're not exactly made for that type of thing, but some of our people, some people are, they know that they can't connect to people, so they will run this kind of game. Anyway, let's get back to her because she said that being a girlfriend is a scam, right?
of course, when I say this type of stuff, it's an unpopular opinion. We have normalized foolishness, okay? We have normalized having sex with temporary
Agreed.
people, being promiscuous, being in a hookup culture. We have
Agreed. Now I agree with her on that. She is definitely making sense at this point. See, that's the problem, man. Some of these people, man, they will mix the falsehood, the truth with the falsehood, and so you got to pick it apart to actually identify what's going on.
normalize it. So what I'm saying, shop is closed, keep your body to yourself, being selfish with your body is foreign. It is foreign to a lot of folks. They're like, huh? So you a nun out here? What you mean? We can't have sex. What you mean? You're not busting it open. What you mean? What you mean? Soul ties exist. What you mean? So the real ones know, and the real ones gonna feel me on this. So they just be telling on themselves in these comments. They just be telling on themselves. This mindset is the reason why marriages rates are so low. Being a girlfriend is a marriage internship. If you perform well, there will be a permanent position waiting for you upon graduation. Okay? Like I said before, being a girlfriend, you are just performing for love. You don't have to perform. You don't have to search. You don't have to try to find it. You don't got to try to beg for it. You don't got to fight for love, sis. Love already lives inside of you. So we be confused because we have a narrow lens when it comes to love. And what we really living in is lust. That is not love. Love is easy. Love is kind. Love, you don't got to perform.
Oh, now we just now she brought me into the disagreement. Love is not easy. Love is hard. Love is hard. It's not easy. let's just play that again.
us, love already lives inside of you.
Agreed.
So we be confused because we have a narrow lens when it comes to love. And what we really living in is lust. That is not
Agreed.
love. Love is easy. Love is kind.
She said love is easy. Love is not easy. It's not easy loving someone, because you never know what the other person, what the person who you love is going to do. You never know. You're hoping that they will do things that that reciprocate the love that you're showing them. But love does not necessarily demand reciprocity. Love doesn't necessarily demand that, right? You may love someone and they may not love you like you love them, or love you at all. The worst thing in the world is to drop that first "I love you" and it goes out there and it just it goes unresponded to, right? So you're sitting there in your head saying, "Oh man, should I drop another one? Maybe they didn't hear it." And then you drop another one. They say, "I heard you the first time." You go, "Oh." "Oh, well, why didn't you say anything?" And then the person goes, "Well, maybe we need to have a conversation. Maybe we need to talk." Right? But love is not easy. Love is not easy. Love is hard. Love is tough. Love is, it's not always fun. Love has no guarantees, man. There ain't no guarantees in love. See, people want guarantees. I love this person and they love me and it's guaranteed that nothing bad is ever going to happen. That is not the case. Sometimes you got to love somebody and they have made a serious error. And you left with nothing but love. You got to try to love them out of it, even though they broke your heart. They broke your heart. But what can you do, man? You love them so much. You still, even though they broke your heart, you still want them to land as safe as soft as possible, right? Love's not easy, man. It's very tough. All right, so yeah, we don't want to, say that love is easy. It's not easy, and love's got a lot of issues. But guess what? Here's the one thing they don't tell you: love is worth it. It's worth it. When somebody loves you the way you really want to be loved, and you love them the way that person wants to be loved, it's an awesome experience. It's awesome. And it's just something that you can't describe to somebody who's never been there and done that and had that experience. All right, let's move on, y'all. Let's move on. This girl is telling us what love is, right?
Love, you don't got to perform. Love, you don't need...
Yes, you do have to perform for love. Yeah, love, you have to perform, right? You don't have to perform to get love, but you definitely feel like love has a utilitarian component to it, right? Yeah, it has a utilitarian component to it, right? You can't just say, "Oh well, I love you." Yeah, that's not nobody. Nobody's gonna say, "I love you," and they're not doing nothing for you. No. Love is the fact that I do love you. I'm willing to do some things for you that I wouldn't do for other people, right? That's what the whole love situation means, right? All right, let's continue.
Validation for love is peaceful, but we have...
Love is not peaceful, not all the time, right? Love is peaceful once everybody's on the same page. But sometimes some people are not on the same page, right? We're not all on the same page. One person typically One person is a little more advanced than the other person, right? Typically, that's how relationships start out, when one person has a little more of an attraction to the other person, or a little bit more of an, affinity for the other person, right? And over time, it kind of catch up to each other, right? But love is not, it's not easy. Lust is easy. Lust is easy. Lust, you don't have to do nothing. That's she's describing lust, not love. Okay, let's go. Let's continue.
Have been normalizing being in a possessive relationship, a controlling relationship. You can't have no friends. You can't talk to nobody. You can't like nobody picture. You can't do this. You can't do that. You can't.
Okay, so now here we go. Now she's talking about all the stuff that these possessive relationships. But you are picking these guys that want these possessive relationships with you, right? You picking them, right? But like I said before, with the Cynthia G's of the world and women like this and the Cynthia G's of the world, it's easier to say that there are no good men out there, instead of saying I'm a pookie picker. I'm a avid pookie picker. I've been picking pookies, and I don't have the discernment to not pick pookies. So instead of putting the responsibility on myself for pookie picking, I'm going to say that there ain't no good men out there, because that's a better narrative than I'm a pookie picker. I don't want to be labeled as a pookie picker, but you a pookie picker. If you cannot find nobody that's willing to love you, to be in a relationship with you, because all men gonna want to have sex with you, the good ones and the bad ones gonna want to have sex with you. That's not the difference between who's good and who's bad, right? Good men gonna want to have sex too. That's not the issue, right? It's just good men are more willing to meet you on your terms of what the terms are of what you're willing to do to have sex, right? First you got to marry me, or first you got to do this. Got to meet my family. I got to meet your family. I got to do this, whatever, right? And you go through a court process, right? But see, we got to watch what we saying out here, man. We telling everybody all this crazy stuff. But see, here's the thing, man. The pookie pickers are like, they have these whole narratives set up so that they can remove themselves from the responsibility of, hey, I've been picking all these pookies. Maybe I need to go sit down with somebody who can help me sexually select better, right? Bro, see, man, you always talking about sexual selection. Can you help me at least get an understanding of how I should be going about approaching sexual selection? Nah, they don't want to hear nothing from me, right? They don't want to hear nothing from me. Go out there and select, and then so then you have a woman like this who has picked so many pookies, they turn into a nun, because she said she said she's been celibate for 7 or 8 years. They turn into a nun, and the bitterness comes out as her bitterness comes across as sarcasm, but it's really bitterness, and it's indifference from the fact that she's a pookie picker. I'm just celibate because I just put myself up because these men ain't no, it's not these men, it's the men you picking. You picking pookies because you attracted to pookies, and that's what you won't say, you won't admit. Y'all won't admit, y'all, Cynthia G's and the rest of y'all that have on this world crusade to say that there ain't no good black men out here. Hey, I'm telling you, it's y'all picking pookies, right? Y'all pookie pickers, and y'all just keep on picking pookies, and then y'all got mad. Y'all mad because there's some of us that know the deal. We know what's going on, and we trying to get you to stop selling this information to younger women and getting them to be pookie pickers, and then getting them to sign off on it or co-sign with the situation, instead of let's teach these young women what to look for in a good man. How about we do that? How about we tell them, hey, you know what I mean? Just because you giving your body to a man don't mean he gonna respond in kind back to you by saying, oh, I'm willing to sacrifice. You sacrificing your body, but he may not sacrifice anything back to you, right? So character is very important. You got to be able to discern a person's character, right? Not just listen to their words, but watching what they do. watching what they're doing, watching how they talk, right? All right, y'all, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it.
You can't have no goals, you can't have no hobbies. We have normalized possessive relationships instead of having a peaceful relationship with yourself. So we don't even know what love is. So now we think being in a relationship means you gotta have a job with this person. Being a girlfriend, you're just on a schedule. You're on a job. That doesn't...
You on a job. The sun is on a job. The sun is on a schedule. The moon is on a schedule. The birds are on a schedule. God is on a schedule. God puts things on a schedule. That's why he's so successful. But this is not a woman of God, because a woman of God would never talk about the fact that a schedule is bad. She wouldn't say that a woman that's trying to work with a man to build a nation or to build a household that ultimately might lead to building a nation, that's a bad thing. I'm not trying to insult this sister, but I see that she's very confused and she's poisoning the well. So other young sisters that feel the same way could say, yeah, and they can get with her rap. But her rap is way crazy. It's way crazy. Her rap is crazy. You dig it? Anyway, let's finish up.
To pay you, that don't give you no type of benefits, you got no days off, no vacation, okay? You out here slaving for what? Why you...
Now, she talking about girlfriend, maybe she got a point. I don't know. But in a marriage, you're getting something out of it, right? You should be, at least. That's the whole point of marrying. Why marry somebody who you ain't going to get is not going to be a benefit to you? You should get a benefit of marrying somebody. You should get a benefit out of that. But like I said, you ain't gonna get a benefit from Pookie picking, because even if you marry a Pookie, they're gonna be a Pookie. Nothing you gonna do. But you know what a lot of these women do? I'll fix him, girl. I'll fix him. I'm gonna just give him love, and I'm gonna buy him whatever he wants, and then he will see and he will appreciate. That's just as dumb as when we as men say, I know what I'm gonna do. I know she for the streets. I know she done been all over all over the world, banging everybody, everything moving, right? But this what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna give her love and affection. And see, when I give her that love and affection and attention, then, man, she gonna appreciate that I'm a good man. This is where the good guys really go wrong. She gonna appreciate that I'm a good dude, and then once she appreciate that, then she gonna turn the corner, man, and then she gonna love me more, man. She gonna appreciate it. Man, somebody for the streets ain't never gonna appreciate your love. Never. Because they don't understand love like that. It's not them. It's not their fault. It's not personal. They just don't understand love like that. Right? They can only understand love in terms of what they're getting back. That's how they understand love. They don't understand love in terms of the totality of it. All right, y'all. Let's let's get back to it. Let's get into it, man. I mean, that's what I'm saying. The truth is mixed with the falsehood.
Slaving for somebody when you can work for yourself. You can be there for yourself. You realize why I don't work for nobody no more. Why I stopped being a girlfriend, because it's a job. Let's continue. Let's continue what this clown said.
I hope, man. That's what I'm gonna do, man. When I get my money, when I get some money together, I'm gonna invest in old folks' homes for single women, man. That's what I'm gonna invest in, man. Cause it's gonna be packed. I'm gonna do it in Atlanta, man. That's where I'm gonna start in Atlanta, right? Because women that's getting this information, this mindset of, because basically what she's saying is, don't connect to anyone. It's nothing, no benefits to actually connecting with somebody. But there is no benefit connecting with the wrong people. That's the part that people don't get. That's the part, the men and the women, right? The manosphere said women. but it's connecting to the wrong women. See, you trying to hook up with the wrong women, right? You think the right woman has the right beauty appearance, but see, the beauty appearance alone is not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. That's where many of y'all going wrong, and you think that, oh well, this woman look good. That's all I need. I'll work everything else out. Woman don't cook, woman don't clean, woman don't smell good, woman don't do nothing. All she got is her beauty appearance. She got a horrible attitude. She got a horrible self destructive attitude and thinking process, right? She's a saboteur. Anything you do that she may feel that you are advancing past her, she gonna sabotage you by not letting you get no sleep, having irrelevant conversations with you, conversations to get your mind thinking about how crazy she is. You just in trouble, man. See, we picking the wrong women, man. We Shaniqua selectors and Pookie pickers, and we just don't know what we doing out here. And we won't listen to nobody, right? Right? Oh, you Clarence, you old. What do you know? It ain't like that no more. Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, yeah, it was easy for me, right? Marriage is a big layup, right? It's just a layup, right? Ain't no work involved in that, right? Ain't no skill involved in marriage. Ain't no finessing. Ain't no growing. Ain't no emotionally growing. None of that's involved in marriage. It's just one big layup, right? You find a woman, that's it. Everything's good. You sit her down, explain to her what you want, and then everything's good, great after that, right? Wrong. Things happen. Things happen. All right, y'all. So let's get back to the sister. She says, man, being a girlfriend is a big waste of time. To a certain degree, I agree with her as far as being a waste of time if you're a girlfriend with the wrong person. If you're a girlfriend with the right person, they will respect your boundaries and your limitations, and they will try to grow at the same pace as you. If you select the wrong person, they're going to try to push you into doing stuff that they want you to do just for their own aggrandizement. Anyway, let's move on.
The issue is that many young ladies are not taking this internship.
This is a massive embroidery job.
They are taking jobs at the mall department stores for a discount on clothes, meaning they are entering into a relationship with certain type of men where it is clear it is no future. When you break down, they blame all men, but reality is simply a bad choice. Okay, sis? The only choice and the best choice is choosing yourself. The only future that you have with anybody is yourself. You gotta go with you throughout this journey, in this life. You always gotta be with you. You always gotta be in your own mind and your own skin. Nobody is gonna live in your skin. So you have to be content with having moments, with having days, with having months alone. By yourself.
Agreed. I'm not going to say that's a bad thing. Sometimes we need to just take some time by ourselves to recalibrate our thinking, to recalibrate something. You know, we need to do a fast, an emotional fast, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. But when my issue with her is the not connecting with people. That's the issue. If you at a certain point, because we know most people at a certain point are going to want to connect with someone else, want to walk through this life with someone else, because we're made to do that. We're made for each other, right? And we want to walk through this life with somebody. But if you get so burnt that you like this, right? You say, hey, just be by yourself, right? That could work. That could work. But now, when we put about 30 years on you, and you know what I'm saying, you're at the old folks' home, you gotta understand, man. You know what I'm saying? You the one that decided that you wanted to do this, right? You decided that you wanted to do this. right? All right, let's get back to the sister, because she says, hey man, you could be by yourself. And I don't think there's no problem with being by yourself if that's your choice. If you by yourself because you say, hey, look, I'm by myself, I'm gonna just be by myself. Okay, that's cool. But if you by yourself because you a consistent pookie picker, then maybe you need to while you by yourself, you need to say, why am I always in this bad situation? Why am I in all these bad situations, and things have hurt me so bad? I've been through so much that now I'm gonna go celibate. Which I don't say there's nothing wrong with celibate. It's the reason you being celibate. That's my problem. It's the reason why. It's because you not picking the right. So just when you stop being celibate, you just gonna pick the same type of dude. Anyway, let's get back to it.
Sleeping alone. Not thinking that you need a little cuddy buddy keeping you company in the bedroom to keep your body warm. Because that's all you're doing. It's somebody to keep your body warm. Because that's all a lot of people is good for. It's just physical pleasure, physical entertainment. But it's really distracting you from your healing process that you have to do, that you have to heal from, because you think love is outside of you. So once we continue to believe that love is on the outside, love is living on the outside, we're going to be in these little mediocre relationships, being a boyfriend, being a girlfriend, and performing for love. We don't got to do all that. We don't got to do all that. At the end of the day, being a girlfriend just means you a friend with benefits, and you out here popping like a drop-in for nothing.
I disagree with that. You can commit to a relationship. You don't have to be a sexual relationship. You commit to a relationship whereby you are moving in the direction of marriage, right? And you can label it what you want, girlfriend or whatever. But if you can commit to yourself to someone, then that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't see nothing wrong with that. This lady obviously says, oh no, you just committing to just have sex. A lot of people do that, but I don't think that most people should do that. I think there's other alternatives toward but that's what comes with the sexual marketplace. You step into the sexual marketplace, the small writing on the contract is that sex is going to be on the table at some point, right? But it depends on where you meet the person and the kind of character you meet. See, but you want to pick pookies. Y'all want to pick pookies. Y'all want to go to the bars, want to go to the clubs. You want to hang out in nefarious places. Shout out to Patrice. Very nefarious places, and meet men in nefarious places, right? And then you think, okay, since I met this dude, he got a few issues, but I could turn him around. You can't turn nobody around that don't want to be turned around, right? You got to give him. You got to be his muse. You got to give him the desire to want to turn around because he see you are something special in his life. But if you just a chick that don't connect to nobody, of course the relationship's gonna go bad. She's telling you from the beginning she ain't gonna connect with nobody. So why would she have good relationships?
For free. I'm about to wrap this up because they don't want this message, y'all. The devil working, the enemy working, they keep working on me. But I'm about to wrap this up, okay? Being a girlfriend just means you are a friend with benefits. So please just put yourself in the friend zone and platonically get to know people, get to enjoy people, get to experience people. Just be a friend, sis. You do not have to share your body with anybody. Be selfish with your body on this journey. It's going to keep you from syphilis. I don't even know how to say it, syphilis. Because I heard through the grapevine that they got a breakout going on. STDs is real. It's going to save you from complications, confusion, making things more complicated than it shouldn't be. Okay?
Yeah, marriage can do all of that, right? Yeah, not picking pookies can do all that, right? I'm not saying you gotta have sex with people, but you just gotta pick. Even people that you're not having sex with, you gotta pick the right people, right? Right? Am I right? Is she right? are we both right? Is there a mix in between? Now, I'm with her on the holding back. Don't be so quick to throw the sex out there. I'm with her on that one. I agree with her on that. What I don't agree with is the reasoning. I just think that you got to do what you're doing for the right reasons. Because if you do what you're doing for the wrong reasons, even though it's the right thing, you know, I mean, when whatever's motivating you to do it is gone, you ain't gonna do it. That's why duty is so important. Duty is when you do stuff, regardless to the circumstance, you're gonna continue to do your duty, right? That's the kind of men we gotta be. That's the kind of women we gotta be. And you know, no shade to the sister, man. You know, I always enjoy her little videos, man. I just disagree with her on a couple of different things, but you know, overall, she's against, as far as I know, she's against promiscuity. She's against, you know, being in toxic relationships. Those things I can agree with her on, but the reasoning behind why we got different we got different reasonings, right? My reason is because you should be happy. And if you're going to be in relationships, you should be happy. It should be a benefit to you, right? And same thing, but with her, it's like you can benefit yourself the most. Why get into a relationship when you can benefit yourself the most? That is narcissistic to me. Why would I want to be with somebody who isn't willing to sacrifice in some things to be with me, but they want me to sacrifice being things to be with them? Or they don't even want to sacrifice to be with me. They just want to be a person that moves through. Okay, then I'm not going to view you as a sexual target, because why should I, right? You're not a matrimonial target. You're not a sexual target. So why would I even view you like that? I'm going to view you, like she said, the friend zone. Hey, have at it. But do you really want a friend that's, you know, you're attracted to walking around? Right? You really want that? Because I would think most guys will probably be attracted to the sister. She's not a bad looking sister, right? But do you really want that? I don't. I wouldn't. You know what I mean? Not if you got that kind of mentality. Now, if you walking around me and you just a good person, that's different. See, I don't mind being around different types of people that are good people. I don't mind that. But when you got this kind of mentality like this lady has, where connecting is a bad thing, that's why character is important. Character is important. If you don't look at the character of a person, man, you're going to be this. And it's easier for these people to say they ain't no good person because they don't have the mental power and capacity to look at the character of a man. They don't want to look at the character because they've been wrong so many times. They don't have confidence in themselves to select other than a Pookie. So they just say, all black men are no good. All black men are not good. All men are this. All men are that, right? Anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think. Peace.